Hello people and welcome to follow the second quarterfinals match of the World Team Carcassonne Online Championships 2025. We'll have a double match stream. First up, Ukraine-Brazil, and afterwards we will be continuing with United Kingdom versus Poland. And then later on this evening, we will be covering the United States versus Chile, and we will be concluding the round of the quarterfinals, and we'll be preparing for the semifinals next week. Stakes are high. Of course, we saw earlier today as Japan beat RCP with the score of 3-2, with 2-0 games in all tables all over the board. Ukraine will, in my opinion, be quite a big favorite. Coming from Group C, so the death group, won 4 matches out of their 5, only lost to, I believe it was to Thailand, and Brazil 3 wins out of 4 matches in, I believe, Group D or Group F, either one. And they've been having a respectable tournament so far. A lot of 3-2 wins, so not like destructional. How would I say it? Destructional results compared to their opponents. Have been making every match count for sure. So not a lot of room for extra mistakes for the Brazilian players. Of course, that also goes to the Ukrainians, but their lineup, I would say, overall today is stronger. But lineups are lineups. We'll have to see if those lineups can also deliver the killing blows. Let's start with Ukraine, Brazil. Welcome to follow that. as you can see, Brazil giving a lot of playtime for gdarruda and Zedson, both having played now in every single match of the tournament, in group stages, all in the four group stage duels or matches, as well as in the round of 16. Zedson with the win percentage of 80%. It was only actually yeah, I think he got his first defeat in the round of 16, so a very honorable tournament from him thus far. The lineups you can see now above me. We have on table 1 Nazari Pavliuk versus Gustavo Arruda. On table 2 Kirilo Manahov versus Victor Besson. Anatoly Kravchenko versus Jose Nunes. On table 3 Pablo Prin versus Edmundo Chamon on table 4, and Yaroslav Herasumenko versus Eric Souza on table 5. And we will be focusing on table 1 until it's finished, and then if other games still persist afterwards, then we'll be taking a look at those. But main focus in table 1 with Nazari Pavliuk versus Gustavo Arruda. And we'll see if the Brazilian captain can show how it's done. He might have some pressure on, as the captain has been placing himself in every duel, or not in every duel, but in every match, and for some players, well, mostly me, as of right now. If you play a lot of in a lot of matches, you also have to kind of justify like in the results as well. So kind of have to get those wins going. So maybe Gustavo having pressure on that, maybe not. On the other hand, if they lose, well, don't really have to think about that kind of pressure any longer, as they will be eliminated from the tournament. And of course, the winner of this match will have to face the four-time world champion team Japan, which not sure sounds more like a punishment than a reward, but at least if in the semifinals they are gonna be able to eliminate Japan, then it will be like a reward of the rewards. Interestingly enough, the I would say a very much a supporting force of Ukraine is today not in the lineups. So Yevgen Lebeka, who has played in 5 matches thus far and still has a 100% win rate, winning all of his duels with a score of 2-1, is not in the lineups today. So whether that is due to him not being able to take part because of personal reasons, or because the Ukrainian team wants to allow some responsibilities on other players as well. I don't know, but we can merely speculate. But he is not playing today, and we'll see if that is going to be a mistake or not to not let the best performing player. I guess I mean at least until thus far not play today, because the longer your team has success in the tournament, obviously the more important it becomes to actually win your matches, because the stakes are high. Semifinals is a pretty nice reward. Okay, first 4 points for gdarruda. Has also meepled a road, which now seems to be burdened by quite a lot by Nazario, who starts his own loop road and most likely is going to continue it. It's I'd say the most principal move here. This one I don't like at all. I have to say I don't like it at all, because like continuing your feature over here is not just to be able to finish the loop road at some point. It is also to take away this road end from gdarruda, and so that he will not be able to burden the road and the and create a blocking platform on this city at the same time. But when you leave it open, you do run the risk of getting both of your features messed with. Nazario ends the road, does not meeple the shielded city part, which I mean it's so kinda okay. I mean, leaving shielded city parts is often not that fun to do, but because meepling it would actually be very unpleasant, to say at least, for Nazario, because he would need a tile here and a tile here, and wherever you go, you cause burdens on the other feature. So also meeples the city cap, which I mean, it's all right, but it does come with a risk, and the risk does not pay off. Well, um, let's just say that the risk has materialized as his city gets restricted to the triple city with the road, which there are still 2 remaining, and it can at least become a nice ruin, although it can very easily be, well, not easily, but it can still be finished with a triple city with the road, maybe a Dorito and a city cap. So there is still very much a threat existing for Nazario to build up his, well, both cities, and Gustavo will for sure have to do something about this. Maybe he'll go here with a straight road and another one, or maybe a curve, and make a full block on this square. Speaking of burdens, here comes another one from Nazario on the road of Gustavo, and instead of trying to save his city, he decides to go for the saving of his road, which I have to say I don't like as much, because simply if you go for the saving of your city, it's more often going to be going to result into more points, because every city point is 2 versus every road point is only 1. So simply a bit of a I'm not going to say an issue, but simply just a question of priorities. And I would dare to say that the priorities of Gustavo could be better. A monastery cluster for Nazario. Welcome, Vika. Nice to see you in the chat. Meanwhile, a blocking attempt from Gustavo, which gets prevented by Nazario. Still 3 daggers to fit into this square, so great chances for Nasari to get his city finished and maybe then go even onto the field for 6 points. It's not going to be big, but 6 points is going to be 6 points. And there's also a chance to get a road monastery maybe over here and expand the field even further, and then it would be certainly nice field to have. Gustavo goes for more blocking, and although not successful in his attempt to block the monasteries, it did cause Nazario to use a valuable shielded Dorito, not over here to save his city, but over here to save his monasteries, which arguably he might have actually used it there anyway, but at least there is now no threat of this city actually like really going anywhere. Especially now when it should get blocked entirely, and it does. And just in time, as Nazario got the one remaining triple city with a road, but now not able to use it all that much anywhere. Well, he can take 2 points and maybe create a platform over here to start blocking the city of Gustavo. And as a matter of fact, it might be the only real move that he has. Everything else is, well, either bad or doesn't achieve much at all. I guess he could, maybe try to take a ruin, but he does something very much different. Chooses to expand the city of Gustavo, and I'm not sure if it's like necessary or even good. Um, could have actually even just tried to block this square towards, well, actually towards the triple city with a road, which then would no longer exist, but also towards maybe the starting tile, which there is only one remaining, just depends on what comes first. But this one, just to be able to create a attacking platform onto the city is, I want to say, not that great. Like, you are sacking 2 points, actually 3 points, in order to make that move. And like the city is not like that big. Like you could have just left it there without like doing anything to it. Well, not with this tile. The only thing that I think Gustavo, the only thing that I think Nazario should be doing to the city is to block it over here. But now that it's now that it's no longer possible, now it's time to go with the plan all the way until the end. And I was about to say, Gustavo is gonna go fully investing on his city now. It is using city caps to a large city, but considering that it was only open from 2 spots. First of all, this now creates the immediate threat of finishing the city, and secondly, it's really not like attackable. Like as Nazario, you can't really go here because it gets just gets blocked, or you can't go here either because it can get blocked, or it can get restricted to a or it can get restricted to a divider. I was about to say, but now looks like Nazario's plans are not including attacking at all, because this move right here just made sure that Nazario will never be attacking the city. Uh, there are no field Doritos remaining. There are only 2 dividers that would fit into the square if Nazario were to go here, but given that he is rated 600, I'm pretty sure that he realizes that there are no connection tiles. So now simply looking to get a curve and just kill off this city. And he's plus 20 points on the scoreboard as well, so if he just gets the block on the city, I mean, he should be having a pretty good and easy game here. But that's only if. Now, what's bad for Gustavo though is that this was one of the 2 best tiles that he could actually get, because he wants to put it there himself, not only to save the city but also to get like 2 extra cities on his field. Now there's only 1 dagger remaining in the deck. Now there are vanillas which will work just as well, if not better. But first of all, he is going to have to secure this spot not getting blocked, and one of those ways could be going over here. Or we just block everything on the board. Well, not block, but we restrict this monastery to a 50-50. But that's totally fine for Nazario as it gets a block on the city, and now things are looking very, very rough for Gustavo. Welcome, Natpira. I see. I see the Thai players have recovered from their loss of uh, on the previous round, and are now here with full force um, to support the remaining teams, which is great. Ruin for Gustavo with 6 points. Like, he can't actually do that much. This is also not that good. I mean, I guess, yeah, I mean, I get the fact that he doesn't want to leave an empty city cap lying around, but like this 1 extra point is not worth to risk the safety of his city. Like, just imagine a crossroad going over here, or like any road tile going over here, like with a meeple or without a meeple. It's just not worth the extra point of risking getting blocked at this stage when you are leading by 25 points on the scoreboard. Like, all you have to do as Nazario is play as safe as possible, and playing as safe as possible at the moment includes just starting cities from super safe spots, like this, which also restricts the field significantly. Oh, maybe not significantly, but it does restrict the field. Gustavo making an attacking move on the potential 8-point city of Nazario, and this should really be just all good news for Nazario, because every meeple that is out of Gustavo's hand is great for yellow here. Like as long as Gustavo doesn't really like exponentially grow his field into massive proportions, then I don't really see how in the world is Gustavo going to ever like catch up with the points of his opponent. I just don't see that. Like 25 points, we have this is equal to the monastery. Uh, this road is pretty much equal to the field. We have like 9 extra points over in this one, like 5. It's like pretty much a plus 20 point difference for Nazario and the extra meeple. So yeah, it's a pretty bad situation for Gustavo. And yeah, his cities just get extended and extended and extended, and it's really painful to deal with. Honestly, I would not have complained if he even went for this. Oh no, wait, I definitely would have, because I just realized that there's only 12 tiles remaining, and like one, two, three, four in the best case scenario. Yeah, like I don't see that happening. Um, yeah, I guess Gustavo just has to take this one on the chin and kind of start focusing on the second game. Not Pira saying that that Thailand lost because the Japanese picked a time that that he was busy on. That explains. That explains. Uh, yeah, there's always someone who is busy at a given time. I know from first-hand experience. It's often often quite difficult indeed to organize a time that would that would be suitable for every member of the team. Okay, Gustavo tries to still go for the completion of the city, and there might actually still be one dagger remaining to it. There is one dagger remaining to it. There are no starting tiles. Now there are also no city crossroads, but that dagger is gonna be very much a key if Gustavo wants to try and catch up in the points. And honestly, not a bad move at all would be to go over here. Like, try and save this city. Not a bad move. It's, of course, not a move that you would see often, going for self-restriction, but given that there are no other daggers, no other city caps other than the dagger to fit into this square, I mean, it's really saving more than destroying. And unfortunately, this move has not really done that. What this move has done is it's trying to prepare for the second divider and then drop a farmer, which is going to be a ton of points, but it's not like that impactful. Or maybe it is, because given that you are so far behind, it could be just better for you, and probably actually is better for you, to simply try and have incredible amount of faith on like the best possible tile runout, and that would probably include, well, I don't know what that would include, but it would include um, some tiles uh, coming to Nazario that he would not be able to go over here with, and then you just get the dagger and you get some extra benefits from going over here in the form of getting the divider going and stuff like that. Nazario, though, is a very principled man, goes for a anticipation farmer, and is going to make sure that even in the case of Gustavo getting the divider, he will not be able to drop a 9-point farmer. Do we go here as Nazario? Why would we? Nah, why would we bother? Just go here. Just go here and drop a farmer, get 6 points. Yeah, that looks good. And Gustavo is even going to get the divider. Unfortunately, though, it's not gonna be worth more than 1 point to him, because going over here is not gonna be even an option. Given that he can't drop the farmer, he would be getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 versus 5 and then 6. He would be getting -2 points if he goes here with the divider. So yeah, probably the best not to go there. Instead, it will be just used as a 1-point tile over here, or at least should be. Sorry, I don't think he has even a 3-point move here, does he? I think he's trying to look for a 3-point move, but there isn't any, so just a 2-pointer here, and yeah, the divider goes to Gustavo, but a 1 point is all he can make, and he's just gonna be mentally preparing for the next game ahead. I think he's just maybe trying to figure out the points exactly of if he goes over here, but of course realizes that it's no use. So 1-pointer it is. And somehow I guess this triple city ended up working kinda for Nazario. Like, at least it expanded the cities so that it like kind of took away city caps from Gustavo, because he was using them on the city. But yeah, it's arguable whether it was actually worth it in the end. But 14 points is a sizable enough of a lead for Nazario, and it's a good ending for the first game for the Ukrainians. Let's also check up on the other tables for point-wise, and we can indeed do some updates. Kirilo Manaho leading on table 2 against Victor Besson. Then we have, for on Brazil's side, we have um, Pablo Burin losing to Edmundo Chamon 0-1, and also Yaroslav Herasumenko versus Eric Sousa is going at the moment 0-1 to the Brazilians. Okay. Messy road stuff early on. Yeah, not a huge fan of these dual attacks on like these very short roads in the beginning. I do get that there is like not all that much value in crossroads like this in the beginning, but like just use it there or something and try to cause issues with the opponent's um, road instead of giving a road end to your opponent, which sounds incredibly wrong. Also, even now, if Gustavo manages to get a curve, then he's gonna be in trouble, at least momentarily, because then this square can now get blocked potentially, and in the worst case scenario, he's gonna get 6 points for 2 meeples versus 1, and that's not good enough. And now he's also going for like self-blocking. Um, well, self-restrictions going, because it looks like it's gonna be a very easy restriction to a crossroad. So this road is really not looking that great. Would have preferred maybe going over here, going over here. This one, it really, I don't see it being that great. But it does work out though. It does work out. Um, Gustavo gets away with an 8-point city, despite having get harassed, and Nazario, I think, also harassing the wrong city, weirdly enough. Like if you are gonna try to expand your opponent's city with a triple city, then like, it makes sense to do so, but like it only makes sense to do so to the city that is about to get completed, and that is the more dangerous one, and not to the 1-point city next to it. Not really sure what Nazario was thinking there, but I'm sure he has his reasons. Drops a farmer as after this road monastery, there has now a field brewing, and we see an easy restriction for Nazario for to a crossroads. Also could have maybe gone over here, restrict the city to a dagger, which there would be two more remaining, but also expand his own field, start a city, go down here, finish the city, and then create a blocking platform with tempo and do all kinds of nasty stuff potentially. Gustavo though doesn't want this city getting restricted any more than it has. And even grabs the road, which in this case I think it's a decent option. Man, Gustavo really has this tendency to really push for those city completions with city caps. I'm not entirely convinced that it is a winning strategy in the long run. Like we just saw in the other game that Gustavo used two city caps to try and threaten the completion of the city, even from actually like 3 squares away, but ended up getting his city blocked. And you know there's a possibility that it will also happen again. Just in this case, the city might get either blocked or just simply attacked. And attacking the city rather than blocking, I think, is the more likely option, given that it's still like 6 points and there is no immediate block that can be done. And now Nazario is gonna attack it. And now, do we see a greedy move from gdarruda? Do we see this? Or do we just take points? We take points. That is respectable. It's respectable. Um, and it also works because you would not be getting stuck with a 1 point city. But yeah, we unfortunately saw again how Gustavo kind of lost value out of the city caps by going for the city completion with quite haste, and ended up sharing the city eventually. So, and not that great stuff for Gustavo. Also, this road is still a problem. I did mention that I don't like this early double attack roads in the beginning of the game, and also when they are not worth much at all. And now the road is in trouble. Also, Nazario is just simply looking for a regular curve. Yeah, now to go over here and to expand his field from 9 points to 12 points to maybe 15 points, and stuff is just looking fabulous for a yellow here. Now Gustavo does get his meeples back though, so at least he got out of that one. But still his situation is I would say kind of bad. He still has to attack the city, not the city, but has to attack the field. He has a very vulnerable looking road. I don't even know why he took this road in the first place, but okay. And then he also has a secondary road over here, which is, I mean, like this road is fine because it's easily completable. Though it can get restricted to a crossroads, which there are still 4 remaining, so not that big of a deal. Nasario going for a second meeple, trying to secure the field, which makes sense. And I believe we are now. Yeah, I was about to say going to go over here, just take the 4 points, but this also makes sense. Maybe for a third farmer. Third farmer is what Nasario goes for, and I kinda hope that Gustavo attacks the field because it's gonna create a lot of chaos. It's gonna create a lot of chaos. A meeple over here, then maybe another city onto the field, and then meeple that after it gets completed. A lot of stuff that can still happen in this game, but the real issue, the real ongoing issue for Gustavo is still this road. This road is just so bad. It requires a ton of work to actually finish, like at least 2 value tiles, so 2 road ends, just to get that meeple back, and it's like very easily blocked also. If we just go for a curve over here as Nasario and restrict the road to a dagger, which there is only 1 remaining, then it's gonna be pretty painful. Block coming from Gustavo in turn, well, a partial block, restricting the city to a starting tile, but it is savable and it does get saved. And now it's a really uncomfortable decision for Gustavo. We can go over here, we can go over here, we can go over here, we can do 3 things. From which Gustavo decides to make the one that I expected the least. Because this is blockable. And like you can't finish the city really before getting your meeple into the field because otherwise this attack otherwise this attacking spot gets blocked to a road monastery, which there are no longer remaining because there's 1 and there's 2, and then also you can't drop a farmer like on top of this city, or like when you finish the city, you can't really drop a farmer because it gets blocked the same way. But if you don't drop a farmer, then Nasario either gets to block, uh, either gets a block going over here, or he's gonna be able to get like a straight road or maybe a curve like this, and then place a farmer of his own and just equalize this guy. Okay, Gustavo, now with 1 meeple on the field, The second one coming. Nazario with two meeples on the field. A third one coming. And then these guys are looking to equalize each other. If all goes well for Gustavo, but it's really looking quite difficult for Gustavo, and this is not helping as his meeple is immediately going to get restricted to a dagger. Most likely, I would say. I guess Nazario is a bit hesitant on whether he should go over here or maybe he goes over here, but like, yeah, I think this block is just good because now Gustavo needs the dagger in two places, over here and over here. Now Nazario living a good life so far. Just being able to maintain the advantage on the field should put him in a pretty good position. And Gustavo, I think, has to just go for this one. Because right now, the situation is looking like we have to toss a coin for the dagger. And we have to really put our eggs into one basket. We also, well, actually, there are going to be more baskets that we have to make. We're going to also, I think, unfortunately, get or draw the one remaining starting tile, actually. And, well, we are plus 9, plus 13, plus 17. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And this is 17. So basically, if we equalize the field and we get the starting tile, which we don't get, we lose it immediately, and I think that just definitely lost us the game. Yeah, now it's gonna be pretty painful. We do get the connection over here, which is something, right? And we might have to what do we resort to? Because like we need this connection over here for sure. We need this one here, and are there city crossroads? No, there are not. So what if you go here? 1, 2, 3. That's actually doable. That's doable. We can go here. Then we get a vanilla, and then we get a monastery. Then we get this one. Yeah, I mean, this is we still have chances. Not big ones, but we have chances. We can get a 9-point monastery over here. We can get the vanilla. We can actually finish the city like this. And then we can also get the dagger. So that's 3 tiles, and Gustavo still has 4 to go. And there are actually, I think there are 2 vanillas even. Yeah, so 2 vanillas, there is a monastery, there is a dagger. I mean, you know, if we just get those, uh, I know it's a lot to ask, but there is definitely a pretty good chance, actually, that somehow a pretty good chance still that gdarruda might actually even win this game. Or is it that good of a chance? It's plus 11 on the scoreboard for Nazario, plus 14 plus 22 plus 20 plus 17 plus 11. So this is 9, so plus 2, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, well, there's the dagger. That's 1. Now we get this guy going. I don't think we can meeple this. Oh my god, yeah. I don't know. It's not meepling this city because he needs the meeple for the monastery. But hear me out. There's a vanilla. There's a second vanilla. There is a monastery. Do we have to meeple this? Because otherwise, Nazario just gets the monastery, which we can't really allow. Oh, this is so painful for Gustavo. I mean, the remaining tiles are so incredibly great, all of them, that... Oh man. Like, we really want to use the meeple, but we can't really use it. We have 2 tiles, and we would have to get the monastery like here, and then... Ah, and we don't want to leave this, because if Nazario gets this 8-pointer, like, it's just over, like, let's be real. Ah, how did we get here? Plus 11, plus 14, 22, 17, 11. We are minus 11, and we are currently down 1 meeple on the field, so we have to get this guy in. That's for sure. And I don't... Yeah, if we get this guy... That's because we are not counting the field at the moment, so we gotta get this guy in and 11 points. Actually, more than 11 points. We need to get like the max value out of like everything. Ah, like if we just meeple this, we are not gonna win because we just don't have enough points. 9, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, hear me out. What if we go here and we just take away that city? We don't meeple it. We don't meeple it. We just turn it to the left. And... oh, this is even better. This is even better. Unfortunately, Nazario gets the monastery which we were after. And this is GG. Because we can still connect with the vanilla, but now we can't actually finish our city, can we? There's 1, there's 2, there's 3, there's 4, there's 5, and there are no dividers. Yeah, we can't actually finish the city anymore and get this guy to the field, which was definitely our win condition. But this was a very nice spotting from Gustavo. So not going over here in order to not allow a monastery spot. Also, I'm not aware of the 4th tile. So I know there are 2 vanillas remaining, but how about the 3rd tile? The movie is to prepare an evil hamster. I mean, I was looking for that, but then, like, if we go over here, right, then we get the monastery, right? And that's like what that's 9 points, and we get our meeple to the field. But then actually with this one, it's even more clear that we have to go here. Um, but yeah, so if we go over here, then we are leaving an 8-point city up for grabs for Nazario. If he gets one of the two remaining vanillas, we are just toast. And if why have I miscounted again? I counted the vanillas like 5 times, like 6 times, like 7 times, and still I have missed a van. Oh, come on, man. I missed this one. Yeah. Okay. But actually, does it change anything? It does. It definitely does. See what it changes is the fact that there was only one city cap remaining, which means that there was no reason for us to actually go here because the main issue we had with the city was that it could give 8 points to Nazario, right? But because only one city cap was remaining, we had to rely on getting the city cap ourselves anyways. So yeah, as a matter of fact, then going over here would have definitely been a great move. Just preparing the 9-point monastery spot, and then get the cap, then go over here and score what 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 15, and then 24. 20, yeah, and 24 would definitely be enough. So that would, so yeah, so there is a winning shot for sure in there. Um, well, yeah, there's definitely a winning shot right there. Had I realized that there was a triple city with a road, which really makes no use for anyone, uh, I would have definitely been in favor of this, like immediately from the get-go. Uh, because if we have to rely on a tremendous tiles, and the two tremendous tiles for us are the vanilla and the monastery, which we unfortunately actually got neither, but it doesn't matter because we have to still rely on those. So going over here and then getting the monastery and then getting this, the cap for 24 points, getting to the field, an actual legit chance to win the game. Unfortunate. Ukraine 2 at Brazil 0 on table 1. And let's actually also update the other tables, which I'm pretty sure have... Oh, they have concluded. And wow, Brazil actually came really, really close of making a pretty unthinkable thing of defeating Ukraine. They came pretty damn close. So 2-0 on table 1, 2-0 on table 2, 0-2 on table 3, 0-2 on table 4, and 2-1 on table 5, making it 3-2 for Ukraine. Wow, these have been really fast-paced matches actually. Even with deciders falling under an hour is pretty astonishing. Yes, the sound disappears because I've been playing with the mute button. So, okay. Well, congratulations to both teams, to Ukraine and to Brazil. More so for Ukraine for getting to the semi-finals, and as a reward, you'll be getting the honor of trying to deliver the impossible, which out of which out of 4 out of 5 tournaments, or well, WTCOC tournaments so far has indeed turned out to be impossible of preventing Japan from getting to the grand finals. And now that chance of doing such history is is falling upon Ukraine. For Brazil, congratulations on reaching the quarterfinals. Unfortunately, not quite semi-final spot for Brazil just yet, maybe on the future years, but a very valiant effort going through the group stage, winning your group, and winning the round of 16 against Colombia with a rather large shadow tailing Colombia for losing their playoff match due to one of the players not showing up in their match. So, indeed, quite a big disappointment uh, for Colombia there, but things happen. The second match of this stream will be UK versus Poland, which will take place in about half an hour. So I'm not sure. Should I have a break? Uh, I think I'll have like a break of a couple minutes, and then we'll we we'll just do a like a quick recap of one of the games of Ukraine Brazil, just like we did with RCB Japan, um, and then we will continue with the UK Poland. So if you'll excuse me, I will take like a minute break of getting some water. Okay, let's move on to a quick review slash fast analysis on one of the games, and let's take a look, for example, of actually I want to see what tables have the others covered. Let's try to go for a quick analysis of this game between Anatoly Kravchenko and Jose Nunes. Let's see the first one, since it seems to be the more close. And we'll be starting with the UK Poland at like after 25-minute ish mark, I believe. 10 minutes before the start of the match should be plenty. So normal stuff, starting a city, taking a road, equalizing the road, equalizing the city, all perfectly normal stuff. Uh, I think going the other direction might be slightly better here. So pointing downwards, maybe, so that it's so that the city is just like a bit more protected. Because now going over here and attacking is infinitely easier than it would be to find a tile over here, give a point to the road of red, and then attack the city, right? Okay, starting new cities. The principle of multiple cities is at least being nicely applied here. And starting even more. Looks like it's gonna be a big ruin fight between these players, which actually not sure how well this is going to be in favor of black here, given that he has now forced really his road getting shared with red, so no one is gonna get anywhere with this, which might be potentially an issue for black. But then again, I mean, so many tiles still onto this square. I mean, maybe it's unlikely to get in trouble with that. We'll see. Connecting. And then already the only monastery spot left on the board. And so far it's like been all pretty easy decisions for both players. Now comes maybe the first one that actually has like thinking value, so to say. Maybe going over here. Maybe you're over here on this side. I think just somehow on like around this monastery, so it gets value from the city caps. Yeah. Alternatively, like if you really don't want to leave a second city cap lying around there anywhere, then maybe it could be also a thing to like go over here or go over here. But I do like just, getting max value for the city caps for the monastery, because it just gets completed on its own. Not risking anything here. Zedson going for a quick monastery completion route. And a field is going to be formed, and it's impossible to prevent at this point. And funnily enough, the Brazilians are often known for entering into field fights, and this time though At least on table 1 it seemed to have been more like the dooming fate of the Brazilians more than a savior. Also, this square here is like really not great for Samuelsson because like, you don't really want to give these 3 points to your opponent, but then you will be losing this larger part of the ruins, so they will have to be given. However, Zedson doesn't seem too worried about uniting the ruins, at least just yet. I wonder if they like ever even get unified, because he just keeps building the city up with the Doritos and triple cities, which is kind of funny. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Only 4 tiles remaining to actually unify stuff here. All road Doritos are gone, so this connection is now blockable to even a road Dorito. This one also, I mean, not fully blockable, but blockable to a triple city to a road, just like this one. But Zedson blocks that one entirely. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Kinda makes sense. The fact that Samuelsson is not worried about the completion of that large city is worrisome for me. Because despite like yeah, I know that there are only 4 connection tiles, but like it's already a lot of points. Like it's 7 points, and there are a lot of city caps still remaining in the deck, right? So it's pretty risky business. One, two, still 7 curves. So that's fine. And gets one immediately. Also, actually, this field is not going to be limited to only these 12 points. It might even suck up all these ones in it. Which, who's it gonna favor? Because both players have 2 meeples in this ruin over here. Then we have a city and a city over here. Well, I guess at the moment it favors red. But if this city gets finished, then it's like anyone's field, really. Okay, well at least there's not going to be like a massive field, but like you see, this is what this is the issue when Samuelsson does not attack the city, but just decides to try and block it. Like you're gonna have to invest a lot of tiles and effort into blocking it, and even that might not be enough. Like there are now how many tiles? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Still 6 city caps remaining on this square. So big chances for Zedson to actually finish this city, and it maybe even drop a second farmer. And now he does finish the city, and now has the meeple majority. And now, what do we do as Samuelsson? We are behind on the scoreboard. We are behind on the ruin. Well, at least the road is equal, but that's not much said, of course. So just focuses on trying to keep this guy out of the now, well, actually now 12-point field. Yeah, it was always going to be 12-point field. But still six crossroads though. And I presume it's going to be defended. And it does. And like Samuelsson is just really trying to like scrape for these city caps, trying to get this one meeple back. Maybe drop a farmer, like a secondary farmer over here. And that's like really all he's trying to do at the moment. Just trying to stay equal on this upper part so that he can keep these 12 points to himself. But the issue here is that like if Zedson gets like desperate, which at the moment he's definitely not, he can even attack from like via this crossroad as well. And we are sacking points. Actually, not even sacrificing because we have no points to take. Still one starting tile and one city crossroad to go into this square, which is fine. I mean, if we just keep drawing all the crossroads, then yeah, we're gonna be fine. But surely, at some point, it's just not gonna go our way, is it? Samuelsson going with his final meeple, and we are now having free reigns, and we're now finally Zedson also gets his crossroad of his own, and also gets an additional 4 points for the road. And now 51-51, 5 plus 6 for black, plus 4 plus 10 for black, and everything is equal. So pretty dire situation. Somehow I guess we gotta attack the field, but even that's not gonna be even enough because we would be just up by +2, and that's like not enough. Yeah, so we do go for an attack through the city crossroad, or actually rather through, I guess, a tile that fits over here with like a field because we want the city crossroad here to get a meeple back and to be able to score more. And we do get that, but unfortunately the winning tile goes to Zedson because we really needed this one, or maybe not actually, because we got 3 extra points with this, and I think we are now like after this connection we are +3 plus Sorry, not plus 3, but plus 5, plus 3. Yeah, and then took away the road, which unfortunately was, I believe, a thing that he had to do. There was only one case in which we get extra points as red, and it was to go like to place a city cap on the field and get this one. But then in that case, of course, Zedson gets the road, and that's just more points than he now got. Yeah, uh, I mean, it was a pretty straightforward game, right, from both players, just forming a ruin and then forming a field. But I think to what it ultimately came down to is was like this move. Like if you go for the block, then and you have two meeples, then I mean you don't even necessarily have to like meeple the city even, or then you just go for the attack and you make sure that this city doesn't get finished for a very nice chunk of points. Okay, we are pretty much on schedule for the UK Poland, and we'll be changing the scoreboard actually as the first priority. There we go. And let's set up our spirits for the next match, and of course we shall give the honors to the teams. So next up in 5 minutes, we're going to be witnessing UK Poland for the third semi-final spot of the 2025 World Team Carcassonne Online Championships. So, world champions or a reigning world champions or former world champions. Actually, not reigning. What am I saying? Former world champions on both sides. Matt Tucker on the UK side and Thomas Pros on the other. The other from 2023, and that's Matt, and Scotty from 2017. I can't say for sure for that, but I'm like 90% sure it was 2017 for Scotty. So of course the lineups you can see now above me. We have on table 1 Ishan Malhotra versus Maciej Brzeski. On table 2 Jack Fowler versus Łukasz Bryczkat. Table 3 the battle of the former world champions Matt Tucker versus Thomas Pros. Then on table 4 Chris Tucker versus Mateusz Poslewicz. And finally on table 5 the actually the most recent UK national champion David Faraci, who will be repping UK this year in the individual world championships in Essen, Germany. And then he'll be facing Thomas Roda, who was, or actually still might be, the reigning Polish national champion, who repped the country in 2024. I don't think Poland has had their nationals yet, so I think as of right now, Thomas will be still enjoying his title, and maybe he will be even renewing it. Who knows? We will be setting our eyes on table 2 on Jack Fowler and Łukasz Bryczkat. I know there are pretty much 5 different tables altogether, but we can't stream them all. So that's where we are going to be focusing our strengths. Now Poland is currently not using their I'd say best performing weapons. They do have players who have not lost a single duel so far, but are not in the lineups today. I believe same goes to the UK as well, though I think on UK side they might have only 1 or max 2 duels played amongst the players who have 100% win rate thus far. But certainly on table 1, Ishan definitely looking to upkeep his record of having actually a 100% win rate both on duels and in games, with 2 duels and 4 games played. So we shall see if KSP will be able to break that small streak of his. Rated pretty much equal, these two players, 575 versus 572. So assuming there's going to be some inaccuracies made, but not like huge mistakes. We'll have to wait and see. A large seems to be a ruin more so for Łukasz, and then Jack going with a small city and some road points to have started. Looks like there has been a blocking move being made with a crossroad by Jack earlier on, who maybe has meepled this left-hand side road, but this looks very, very much something that I would have wanted to see from the very beginning. Unfortunately, missed that one. Threatening city from Łukasz and getting blocked or heavily restricted, as is per usual. A anticipation farmer from Łukasz, which is looking decent. It's going to be 3 points, 6 points, and most likely 9 points, unless this city gets blocked entirely, which is possible, given that there is still only one dagger remaining in the deck. Could actually meeple this monastery as well, just for insurance, and he does. And I believe for Jack, just a road would be quite nice. Goes for a goes for the field instead, which I don't think is that great. Like, he can take the field at any point, like, and it's only 6 points. Like, it doesn't have to be attacked like straight away, right? And now he's leaving these 4 points for Bridgecut to take, which, yeah, I'm not a fan of. Does get 2 compensation points in return, but like still he is having a shorter end of a stick in that exchange. Like, it would be so nice if we just had a road here, which we could now finish and start a new city and not give points to our opponents. Like, again, we could have meepled this field like later on, because it's only 6 points, right? So it's not important. Also, we are really testing my patience. um, not a fan at all of this move. First of all, this is a quick point tile. Why are we not taking quick points? There are still 2 starting tiles to fit into the square, so potentially Łukasz is just going to be getting some extra value for his starting tile if he gets one. And like, also, even if we get this one blocked, or like this square blocked, it might not even matter in the slightest, because we only have a 50-50 chance of getting our own people back, and it's tied to that monastery. So if this guy gets blocked, it doesn't matter on how many spots we block this guy, because it's never gonna get back into red's hand anyways. You see? So what's the point? We are just basically burning like just great tiles for absolutely no return, which is really bad. So, monastery for Pricci. Do we go over here? Seems like a good spot. I guess kind of okay spot over here as well, but not really actually, because it's only one triple city to go over here, and we would have to give out these points, which is like really not good at all. So actually a terrible spot for a monastery here, which is why Łukasz decides to go with a much superior one, controlling the road, controlling the city, and even having a stackable monastery spot over here. Jack, though, I think this is decent, although he seems to be hesitant to drop a monastery meeple with only 2 meeples in hand, which I don't think he should be too picky about, because he has 2 open cities. He can get a meeple back from those pretty much at any point. Well, basically 3 open cities, right? So with any city cap, he's going to be able to get a meeple back. And he has pretty much a good use for any tile, as in well, this is also a pretty big miss from Lukas. Like he could go with straight roads over here, with curves over here, city caps, maybe even build the monastery up with other big city tiles. Like that's like in case he had gone with the monastery over here, but didn't go for it. Also, not taking these 4 points is a pretty big miss for pricci, especially like he knows that there was only 1 tile to fit into this square anyway. So like if you insist on getting a point on your monastery and saving this square for uncertain future because of this, then just do it with a less valuable tile. Like do it with a curve or a straight road or something else. But like don't use these type of value tiles to try and save a feature that can get blocked on another square anyways, which it now has because the final dagger is gone. So 3 points lost value, maybe even more if this road ends up going to Jackface. Also, interesting block here by Jack. So makes a self block to again a dagger, but he blocks a feature that is worth 1 point for him, and it's going to be worth 16 points altogether for Łukasz. Now, I'm not a math professor, but to me, 15 points more for 1 extra meeple is like a pretty damn good deal, especially when Łukasz is also ahead on the scoreboard, leading on another mini battle and a third mini battle, and we have this huge issue here as Jackface, and we are just like screwed to be quite frank. The position of Jackface is just horrendous, like absolutely horrendous. +9 +15 +22 +26 +32, 39, 35, 34, +34 for pricci. How on earth is Jackface gonna be making those points with 1 versus 1 meeple? I mean, of course, he can get a meeple back from here, which there are still 2 vanillas remaining. There's 1, there's 2, and there is 3. So 2 vanillas remaining in the square, but it's actually only a 4-point move, and then you can attack the field, I guess, but that's 9 points, so that's like 13 points total. So where does the other 20 points something come from? And for that, I cannot answer because I don't know the answer. Only Jackface knows because, or he should know because he made the self block here and he should have a plan. He should like in his mind he definitely thinks that this is beneficial for him to get two people versus one stuck for minus 15 points. But I just don't see how that's as great for him as he thinks. This is a start, so he's trying to get the max value. He's trying to get a vanilla and with the same tile try to unify himself to the field. Well, basically to the field that he is now already on. But so just making sure that he gets the entire 9-point field. And for pricci though, like it's just too easy, man. Like he just does like just prepares points all over the board because he has some people his opponent doesn't have. He is plus 30 something points, and like there is nothing that Jackface can do. Nothing. Like honestly, Jack shouldn't probably even prevent these scoring opportunities because he might be the person that's gonna need them the most. Okay, can we actually finish the city? Looks like Jackface does have that as an idea, and well, there is the vanilla, right? I don't think that I'm hallucinating this time. Like 1, 2, 3, and 4. So there's one vanilla. Is there something else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. So the vanilla is the only city cap remaining, and thus Jack defends his feature. Not that actually finishing it will bring him the win, but it will bring him a decent chunk of points, and he will at least get the ease of knowing that he he was able to finish something in this game. But I mean, just look at this one. Just look at these 1-point features of Jackface. Like 1 point here, 1 point here, versus 7, 7, 7, 3 versus 10, 4 points. Like these blocked meeples didn't like barely scored 10 full points to Jackface. Actually, not even that. They scored 9 points for 4 meeples. 9 points for 4 meeples. That's terrible. That is terrible. It's pretty hard to win games if your meeples don't score more than that. But that's only the first one. So we are down 1-0 as the UK. But there's always the possibility of revenge. So let's see if Fowler is up to something. first points to Jack, whilst Lucas has been able to, has been forced rather, to take a road. Very nice move actually from Jack here, just messing with the road, messing with the city. Doesn't really matter that he doesn't meeple the city over here because there's like there's a very teeny tiny possibility only that Ukas is gonna ever touch that as long as he has this issue over here with his previous city plus road features. Another nice move from Jack, really takes away all the growing possibilities from this field, trying to limit it down to only 6 points. Now though, I think we just go over here. Like we just start a city from the only real location. Mm, okay. Not an avid fan, but I can see a realm where this city gets finished. But the thing the thing that I am struggling with this move is that Lukas could have also just simply attacked the city. So either getting blocked or attacked, and neither of those two options is really a good one for Jackface, and both of those are really easily done. But he is persistent with the city, and for pricci, I mean, honestly, not a bad move to just go over here. Yeah, just take away the possibility, even though kind of remote, of finishing that city at some point. Could have either done that with a triple city and another one and a road triangle combo, or just maybe a city cap with a field and then a divider over here, something like this. But yeah, this is just playing it um, on the safe part. And now a chance for Jackface to not do this, but to do something more efficient and more scary, which would have been to go over here, direct the city on the right, and then meeple the field, right? Because then if pricci takes this road, which I think he will now take, despite it having some consequences on the city, then had we gone over here, it would be more restricted and more easily to be blocked. Now though we are doing the right things. We are making use of our monasteries, but we gotta meeple the field though. We can do it now, even though it's not really the best tile to do so, and not also not the best placement, I think. So looks like Jackface wants to keep a monastery spot here, which is why he didn't go over here. But come on, man. So if you are willing to make this move with a city cap, like surely you should be willing to make this move with the tube divider then. Like get a point to this and this instead of just getting points to the red monastery. Be closer to completion, like maximize your potential to score with this one and with a vanilla, and also with a field Dorito, but I mean this is still like kinda alright, because you still have like a lot of city caps on your field, like 1, 2, 3, 4 city caps waiting, but 3 of them need the same types of city caps, so the field side, and they are also giving points to your opponent's monasteries. So your opponent is basically leeching with the monastery points because of these empty city caps, and that's not really that great. Getting on the road though, which is worth 8 points. A minor inconvenience though is that now this square can get blocked to a dagger, which obviously isn't beneficial for Jackface, because then it's going to be 2 green meeples blocked versus 1. We still haven't gotta get this guy out somehow, and before it gets trapped to a losing mini battle. Savior of the city with 2 more daggers, which is fine. But we do get to score as Jackface as compensation. Do we go here? Yes, we do, says Jack. Now, it is a valuable shielded tile, but at least we momentarily get a medieval maturity, and maybe we can then do things with it. Is this a good block? There's 1 gone, 2 gone, 3 gone, 4 gone, 5 gone. It is definitely a good looking block. There is, well, still 2 triple cities with the road, but that shouldn't be much of a worry, because we can always attack the city whenever and if Łukasz manages to get one of those triple cities for himself. And in the meanwhile, we are celebrating with the meeple majority. And that's good for us, because Red doesn't have any extra meeples. He's going to be waiting for this, potentially for a long time still, with 25 tiles remaining and only 2 daggers remaining into this square. This guy is not going to be going anywhere without getting a meeple back to green also. Do we go for this one now? Maybe. It looks like Jackface does do that. However, it does allow pricci to also get a meeple back. And we do need to be aware now that pricci will be looking to attack the field, because it is worth, well, actually worth only 6 points for now, but like, look at this: 1 city cap, 2 city caps, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then it connects over here. Like, it can be a really big field. Blocking attempt from Jack, which is unfortunately coming from the wrong side, because like, now that we go here with a triple city with the road as red, we have these daggers to finish the city. But had we gone from this side with the road by Jack, then all of the daggers with the right hand side curve would be out, and also all the starting tiles would be out, and only 1 city crossroad would be remaining. So would have left only 1 tile to finish the city, as opposed to 3. And now we do have to use another scoring tile to try and block the city, which in this case means limiting it to a 50-50 again to the 1 remaining triple city with the road. And somehow, some way, all the city caps in the field that were remaining, 1, 2, 3, 4, none of them have been finished. I don't know how this is even possible, that none of those have been taken. Not one. Oh, well, they have been taken some, but not finished. And, I mean, that's pretty remarkable, to be honest, and not in a good way. Oh my god, and pricci just keeps getting those city caps. Not the city caps, but keeps getting those triple cities on the best moments possible. And I mean, surely, I guess, as Jackface, we go here, or we don't. We go here instead. Interesting. Okay. Well, there is now a massive threat of pricci getting this exact tile and finishing the massive city and dropping a farmer. And we are screwed. Kinda. Well, maybe we are not. No, we are screwed. Plus 30 on the scoreboard. Plus 31. Actually, plus 31, plus 32, 35, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 25, 22, 20, 18, 10, 3. And pricci is now in full control of attacking this field. He can attack, or he can just score points. What Jackface should do is, like, he definitely needs to attack the field. Like, this field is gonna be the winning shit, you know. It's just worth 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15 points. It might even grow more. I'm not sure if there are city caps remaining. Well, actually, there is still, funny enough, there is still that 1 dagger at least, so it can still grow more. And do we see another city being taken by pricci? I think we do. It seems like one. Are there tiles to go here? Wow, there were even tiles to finish this one. Jesus. Oh. Okay, are there tiles to go here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There is still a curve remaining. Wee. There is no crossroad, thankfully for Jack. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, still a straight and still a 1 curve, and we have this, which now gets into the hand of pricci. So 5 points. Actually, it doesn't matter if he takes these or these, because this city is basically worth nothing if Jackface gets the curve. Oh, but I mean, it is worth, 3 extra if pricci gets the curve, right? So just better taking this, surely. And there is no curve for Jack, and pricci even takes the entire field. Oh, there is just an I want to declare murder. I want to declare murder. I want to declare murder. Oh yeah, good, great point, Isna. So there was also the Road Monastery remaining in the deck. So which was used by Jackface, which could have been used by pricci to bring this farmer into the main field. Great point. And now that was survived, but unfortunately for Jackface, what was not survived was 50-point difference, and this rather massive city with a lot of shields and a massive field with actually maybe maybe not that massive even. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I mean only 7 cities, but like considering that it was being made for the entirety of the game, and we lost it on the very final move. Yeah, someone call the emergency center and report a homicide because that's what this is. That's what this is. Also, actually, maybe even more accurate move than this for pricci was to go over here, just in case he doesn't get the curve, then he's going to be able to go over here with a straight road, right? And still get a second meeple to the field and secure that at least he won't be losing the field. I mean, this is of course more flashy because now he just basically said that no, I'm gonna get the curve anyways and win like big time like he did. But like, yeah, if it were to me like any closer, then this could be a better alternative. But when you don't have to really care about the points, yeah, but when you don't have to really care about the points, then you can just do what scores you the most at any given turn. So 2-0 for Poland, and they take the first match point. And we shall do some little score updates. Actually, so far, not much has happened. Is that right, though? No, I think this is just bugging out, but okay. Let's. So far, only 0-1 on table 3, and then now the killing blow on table 2. Let's actually take a look at table 3. Let's also make sure that it is indeed 1-0, and it is. Ooh, lost by draw, the first one. And as a matter of fact, let's take a little look-see at table number 4 with Chris Tucker and Mateusz Boslewicz, who for sure have done something. They have. For some reason, this hasn't updated in the scores on the GG website, but we'll go with it. So currently a lead of 1-0 for Mateusz. Wait, did I see that right? No, surely. Surely I'm not this hallucinative. Yes, it is being led by the Polish. Okay, let's focus on table 4, and at least for the remainder. And maybe we'll be seeing a decider, maybe not. So far looking good on the scoreboard for the UK to be able to take this into a decider. So plus 14, a juicy monastery spot for the Polish though, with still 2 monasteries remaining in the deck. Is this alive? Are there daggers? There's 1 dagger, 2 daggers, 3 daggers. This is not alive. This is dead city. Plus 14. Plus 10. Plus 9. Plus 16. 11. 12. 16. Equal 8. 2. 5. And then, oof, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 20 plus 26 for Chris Tucker. Looking pretty grim for the Polish, but the good news is that he is currently leading 1-0. So looking likely that this table will go on a decider, which is great news for us because we are going to be seeing more full games. Yeah, putting on even more pressure by threatening the completion of the city. Looks to be a lot of city caps remaining in this deck. Wow, sir. City cap, city cap, city cap, city cap. Just full automated fire. Well, if there are indeed so many city caps, is it possible for Mateusz to actually make a comeback out of this? If he like gets a monastery, a city cap, I don't know, a curve, another monastery, I don't know. Like he could actually score still quite a lot. A monastery here as well, or maybe attack the field, get a monastery. Maybe somehow this guy doesn't get to the main field of 15 points. That's a possibility. You know, I'm not saying it's going to happen because it's not really all that likely. I'm just saying that there's a possibility. I reckon we just take 4 points here as Chris. No, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Still 2 city caps remaining after this one, so I mean it sounds decent to try and take away a scoring opportunity from Mateusz, right? At least to my ears. Instead he goes for a completion of the city. I mean it's essentially, sure, it's the same points. It's like +1 because this is 4 points for the city, but 3 points for the field, so +1 move. But it creates more threats, and well, of course, if this city gets finished, then it's, I mean, it should be spelling the GG's, but it's only if, and it's going to be a massive flip for some city cap, which 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, yeah, it is a dagger. It is a dagger indeed, so either 7 points for Mateusz or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 points for Fanatical. Well, I mean, there's a curve, so we do get this also finished. And actually, it might be the time to start thinking, as Mateusz, of maybe going over here and dropping a farmer, you know. Maybe it is the time. Maybe it is. Plus 7. 16, 13, 10, 4, 9, 11, or we block. Which is unfortunate because we do get the dagger anyway, so basically a wasted block. But I mean, because these are the moves that we only make if we can guarantee that we have a way to win if we get the dagger. Because, or if we put it the other way, these are the moves that we do if we can guarantee that we definitely I'm even confusing myself. God damn it. uh, yeah, these are the moves that we do if we need to guarantee that we can win, even if we would or wouldn't draw the vanilla. Like we have to have winning equity, other than just simply relying on drawing the dagger. That's essentially what this means, because otherwise we would just have to rely on getting the dagger anyways and not wasting a move on this block. But I'm unsure whether we actually have that equity. It's going to be either this or attack on the field. It's going to be either or. And it has to happen now. There is no monasteries remaining. Okay. So this pretty much says that actually it's yeah. Well, this says that you don't want this entire city going to fanatical, which makes sense. It's still, I think, in fanatical's interest to go over here. No, it's plus 1 point still, and it gives back a meeple to both players, which they can both use. So success, no? Now city caps remaining. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. No triple cities. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No Doritos. That plus 8 move, and yeah, so there were no tiles remaining in the deck for us to actually make this move anymore and to try and connect to the main 15-point field. I mean, the scoreboard at the moment looks good for Mateusz, but pretty sure that it should like definitely not be enough because of this field, of 15 point field. Actually, wait, no, wait. Maybe it is. I mean, it's 16 points. It's 16 points for the monasteries, though. 16 points is a lot. It's a lot of points. It is actually quite a comeback that Mateusz has done here. He's been scoring a lot with his recent turns. 2 points here. 15. Oh, it's just enough. Look at that. Holy. It's actually a win. It's actually a win for Mateusz. Holy shit. I would not have believed that when I laid my eyes on the situation when I got here. Wow. Okay, well done. Well freaking done. It's an 0-2, and that's another point for Poland. And we shall now take a look-see at another table then. Maybe table number 5. Or actually, no, let's take a look-see at what the GG page says about the points. It says 1-0 on table number 1, and that 1-0 is for Ishan Malhotra, and that's pretty much where the updates end, which is saddening. I guess we'll have to manually do the rest. So let's take a look at the table number 5 with David Faraci and Thomas Roda. See how that's going. Welcome M2. Congratulations on your win. Must have been nice. It's a pretty huge scoring you did on your last, what, 10 tiles, 20 tiles. It was looking pretty bad before that. So 1-0 on table 5 for David Faraci, and we are at the end of second game. Let's do that. Let's do that. Okay. 25-point lead on the scoreboard for green. With some monasteries for 15 points, so plus 40, plus 46, 43, 46, 43. Unless this field is 40 points, which I doubt, we are going to be seeing a 2-0. Welcome on the happy group, Ishan. 2-0 for y'all as well, eh? Well, that definitely gets things moving and grooving for the match, since it looks like David is also getting a match win, and looks like the former world champions are going to be finishing up this, gonna be finishing up, or finishing off rather, this match. To what end, though, I have no clue. Looks like a pretty big win for David, though. 211, yeah, like a over a 20-point difference. Looks like a very comfortable win. 25. Two o on table 5, 2-0 on table 1, and 2 and 2. The overall score. Okay, we are getting stuff done. Now we can have some desserts in the form of table number 3, where Matt is currently losing 0-1 against the Polish master with 8 tiles remaining. And no meeples for either player. Connection being made by Thomas Preus. We have a field about to get attacked or being attacked by Scooty. And this is gonna mean a lot. Meeple back. Jeez, what is this game, man? +4, +8, +9 equal +10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If Scooty gets to this field, it's over. Or that's how it looks. Oh, wait, there's also this hidden red farmer for 6 points. So Matt is like +10, right? +10, yeah. And he's trying to get some meeples back. What do you do with your meeple though? Like he's not getting attacking tiles to the field. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there are triple cities remaining. That's horrible for Scooty. Those are horrendous tiles. Also, there's a triple city with a road of one of them, which goes over here, and it's gonna score points and a meeple back for Matt. Well, if Matt takes this one down, we are definitely gonna be having a party with a nice decider. Should we go over here? Can we, like, I don't know, protect this field invasion? Maybe? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are no monasteries. So, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, wait, no. Just one triple city remaining after this one. So, a triple city with a road. What else? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Do we attack? What? Wait. Is this a massive blunder? Was this just a massive blunder by Matt of allowing this connection to happen? Surely not. Surely. If you just go over here and you prevent this, there's no way. 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 3 points extra. Oh no. Oh Jesus. Oh good Lord's heaven above. No. We gotta take a look at this. We gotta take a look at this. That was a 16-point move. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. So if you go over here with the starting tile, You block this guy the fuck out. That's -3. That's 113 for Matt. Actually, plus these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 131 for Matt. So plus 15. And then Scotty just takes like 4 points. This was some massive. Oh, this was a massive blunder from Matt, wasn't it? Oh, good Christ. Oh, why do you trouble an already troubled mind with this? 25 seconds, like, I know it's a lot of, it's not a lot of time, but like, ah, surely you have had the entirety of the game to count how many tiles and what tiles are there to connect for Scotty. Ay. Surely Matt has known that there are tiles to connect, and still he went here immediately in like 1 second to just take 3 points. Ah, that is a horrendous way to go for UK. Ah, F in the chat, guys. F in the chat for UK. Every streamer now, we need to check that. Because we need to, because it was a massive blunder, no? Like, let's do it one more time. Just, this is 3 points, and this is 16 points. So that's minus 13 point difference for Matt. If he just goes over here, right? And then Scotty goes over here, because that's like 4 points. Okay, he goes over here for 5 points. That's -5. That's 8 points more basically for Matt, which gets him to be winning this game. Brother, we are playing the quarterfinals of the WTCOC. 25 seconds should be enough to do more than that 1 second. Move, bro! We all wanted to see. Well, maybe not the Polish people wanted to see, but all UK people and the streamers wanted to see the decider game. Bro, Matt, no. Oh. Kind of the sad thing is also, well, not only for the UK to be losing this match, but like also when you look at the stats for Matt for this WTCOC, they are not great. Like they are not great. He played 3 duels, he lost them all. He played 7 games, he lost 6 of them. Like his his win percentage before this game was 0% on duels, 20% on games, and now it's even less for games. Like it's a 7-6, like it's something like 14%. It's like terrible, man. From a 2023 world champion. Brother, it's so bad. It's so bad. Uh, I'm not sure how Matt is feeling. I mean, I know I know he's like much better at taking those like big L's than I am, cause like mentally wise, because he's like all about that great sportsmanship and all about that great sportsmanship and stuff like that. but like, oh, I would be pissed, man, um, for getting absolutely nothing done, pretty much, in the tournament that people wait for a whole year. Oh, that's might even be the the worst performance that Matt has done in any tournament ever. Um, I, let's say in the past, I don't know, 4 years, 5 years, whenever he started to like really go into competitive Carcassonne. But like the level is tough, but like it should not be that tough that a freaking world champion doesn't get anything done. Uh, okay, I know. Uh, Scotty is also the world champion, and he's, arguably pretty fucking good. But like, uh, no, this is gonna be eating Matt inside. Ah, or it would eat me inside at least. I'm not sure if it will be eating him. But it's a tragedy, man. Ay 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 ay. Uh, we have a full scoreboard again, full of 2 zeros, same as in RCP Japan, and also in the match that we just finished. Ukraine, Brazil. Um, only one game, or only one duel went down to a decider. So not a lot of like that juicy stuff in the quarters, but maybe we'll see some, well, improvement um, in the United States Chile match. Maybe we'll see a lot of deciders in that one to counterbalance, or to balance things out um, compared to the other games. But ay 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 ay. Throws, big, huge, massive, ginormous, enormous, and gigantic blunders. A blunder uh, was made, and it is, unfortunately for UK, that one blunder is enough to throw them out of the entire competition after what, 2 months of play? Well, not quite, like 1.5 months of play, but still, all the effort, uh, all the time invested, all the great plays, uh, just to come so far, but be so far also of the coveted semi-finals and from the medal games. Big congrats to Poland, of course, for making it to the semi-finals. Coming, I believe Poland also won their group. No, it was Poland and Italy who won 4 matches, and Poland, I believe, finished first. Then went through. Who did they meet in round of 16? Uh, it's kind of embarrassing because I most likely streamed that match. Oh yeah, France, and I definitely streamed that match. But um, yeah, so went through France with a quite a banger of 9-2, and then now through the UK of 3-2, and they will be, of course, meeting in the semifinals, one or the other, the United States or Chile, which we will be finding out later this evening at 20:35 UTC, as you may see the schedule over here. So that's in 2 hours, and we will start, of course, 10 minutes or so um, before that to get the honorary stuff going on and to get some um, proper mood setting for it. Commiserations to the UK for reaching so far, but coming just short of the semi-finals. I guess well, better luck next time. As to um, as to every other team that has fallen. But that's where we are going to be wrapping up. Thank you all for watching, and thank you all for tuning in and sticking all the way until the end. If you do enjoy this type of Carcassonne content, then there is an easy way to support the channel by subscribing or by liking the stream. We'll be seeing you again very soon in under 2 hours with the final quarterfinals match of the season with the United States versus Chile at 20:35 UTC, and we'll start the stream at 20:25 UTC. Bye for now.